Norby hammers high in the sky, out to left, no doubt about it. And that was a no-doubt bomb for Norby. 1-0 pitch, that one hammered out to left and deep. That is gone. And Agustin Ramirez does it early. Home run number 20 on the year. And he gets to Skubal in the 0-2. Stowers rips down the right field line. That gets in, and the ball game is over. Kyle Stowers with a line shot down the right field line, and it's a walk-off winner for the Fish on opening day.
It's time for Marlins on Deck on the Marlins Radio Network. Now, let's go out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Steven Strong.
What's going on, everybody? Greetings and welcome from Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium in beautiful Jupiter, Florida on a 71-degree Wednesday afternoon. Streaming live on the MLB app, you're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio. This is the 2026 Florida Grapefruit League, and it's the final home game for the Fish before they head west for a two-game mandatory spring trip. But this afternoon, we bring you a matchup between the 0-2-1 Houston Astros and your 2-2 Miami Marlins. Tyler Phillips, one of the quiet stories that helped shape the season, will take the ball today for Clayton McCullough. More on Philly in just a few minutes. Phillips will go opposite the dynamic 27-year-old right-hander Hunter Brown, who will be the Astros opening day starter on March 26th against the Angels. We will get going today at 1:10 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Wednesday afternoon with Jack McMullen and Kelly Sacco. I'm Steven Strom. We got a combo platter for you. We'll get some updates on the medical front. We'll also hear from Clayton McCullough. We'll get you ahead of the count. But I do want to start with Tyler Phillips here today because Philly had quite the year. He was traded over from Philadelphia to the Miami Marlins just a couple of days before opening day. He ended up being a big part of what the Marlins were able to do last year, through to a 2 ERA in the bullpen, 77 2/3 innings pitched. But the big thing with Philly coming into the year, when asked to Clayton McCullough, any relievers that could be converted into starters, Clayton said, kind of. We could see Tyler Phillips in more of a swing role. He can pitch a couple of innings. Here was why Clayton McCullough and the entire Marlins brass felt comfortable that Tyler Phillips could convert potentially in this role.
I mean, I think we talked about Tyler even last season, the potential to even start. Depending on, how things, we felt he's got that type of repertoire and enough pitches to be able to do that and handle right and handle left. Coming out, I think the general overall theme with the guys in the bullpen is having as many of them as we can that can provide multiple innings is incredibly advantageous for myself, with the pen, but also them, as players. So we're trying to use this camp to, we're going to have certainly some members of our bullpen that are most likely only going to work in those shorter type bursts. And then we're going to need others that can do 1+ and can do multiple innings.
And here's why that matters, folks, as Clayton McCullough just outlined why Tyler Phillips is potentially going to be a guy that can come out of this bullpen and pitch 3 innings. Last year, the Marlins starters, 812 combined innings. That was 24th in all of baseball, so 24 out of 30. And the bullpen for Miami, 631 innings. That was the 5th most in all of baseball. So now you're starting to see maybe Clayton McCullough think ahead. If starters can't get past, 4 or 5 innings, you have someone in Tyler Phillips that can give the bullpen the high leverage guys. And Tyler Phillips was a high leverage guy, but guys like Fairbanks, guys like Fauché, guys like guys coming out of the bullpen that were in those higher leverage situations, you could potentially turn to Phillips in the 5th inning and say, hey, go get me the 5th, 6th, and 7th, and then we can bridge the gap to the 8th and 9th. So we will see Tyler Phillips go opposite Hunter Brown. We'll break here. We'll get you ahead of the count. We're playing baseball at 1:10. It's the Marlins. It's the Astros right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Step up to the plate with Terminix, the leader in pest protection for almost 100 years. We don't just hit home runs against termites. Since 1927, Terminix has defended homes and businesses nationwide from all kinds of pest curveballs. Trust Terminix to protect what matters most. Visit Terminix.com/Marlins to learn more. Because no one strikes out termites and pests like Terminix.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry to the Bahamas and USA.
The Ritz-Carlton Key Biscayne, Miami invites you to discover a new era of coastal luxury following its $100 million transformation, where open-air design and sweeping ocean views create a seamless connection to the sea. Set across 17 acres of pristine beachfront, the resort blends island serenity with the dynamic rhythm of Miami. Experience the calm between the currents of city and sea and reserve at ritzcarlton.com or call 1-800-542-8680.
This is Griffin Conine, and you're listening to Marlins On Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Lost in the heat of it all.
Great to have you aboard here on a Wednesday afternoon. It is the Marlins. It is the Astros. It is Game 5 of spring training, final home game for the Marlins before they head to the west coast of Florida. We'll be back with you on Saturday. Steven Strom here. Hello, everyone. Kelly Sacco and Jack McBone have your call at 1:10. Let's get you ahead of the count. We'll start here with Tyler Phillips, 28-year-old right-hander. He was introduced to the baseball world by throwing a complete game shutout on July 27th of 2024 against Cleveland. But at the time, he was with the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillips was then traded to Miami on March 23rd, just a couple of days before opening day. A 2.78 ERA over 54 appearances, 77 and 2/3 innings pitched. A real weapon for the Marlins. He slapped himself to a 1.8 WAR and is being stretched out now. A swingman, a guy that can go multiple innings. He had a modicum of success as reliever, and now Clayton McCullough has been vying someone out of that bullpen to be someone that he can trust if a starter doesn't go past the 4th or the 5th inning. Instead of going to a mop-up man, you can go someone to Tyler Phillips that is not only reliable and solid, but someone that you feel that can stay in the game, keep you in the game, and possibly hold down a game. That will be Tyler Phillips' assignment today. He will go opposite Hunter Brown, 27-year-old right-hander, entering his 4th full season with the Houston Astros. He was just sensational in 2025. Forget the record, it was 12-9, a 2.43 ERA, 31 starts, 185 and a third innings pitched, over that 200 mark in the K department. That is always a big thing for pitchers, starters-wise. When you get over 200 punch-outs, you know it was a great year. He was all MLB second team. He's going to be the Astros opening day starter in 2026. Joe Espada did not mess around this year. I think just a couple of hours into their first day, it was announced that Hunter Brown was going to be the opening day starter. Remember, Framber Valdez started the previous 4 opening days. Brown's 809 innings combined between the regular season and the playoffs since 2022 is the second most in all of Major League Baseball. The only one ahead, Logan Webb. He has 820. Tyler Phillips, Hunter Brown, they will be our matchup on the mound. Again, probably going to go just 1 inning. We'll break. We got some good news, all good news from Clayton McCullough. The best of Clayton is next with some news and notes mixed in on the Marlins Radio Network.
You're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry to the Bahamas and USA.
Miami Marlins fans, we celebrate every victory together. But when life throws a curveball and you're injured at work or due to someone's negligence, you need a team who knows how to win. At Werner, Hoffman, Gregg, and Garcia, we're not just advocates. We're your champions in personal injury and workers' compensation cases. With decades of experience and millions recovered for our clients, we ensure you get the compensation you deserve. Don't face the opposition alone. Let us step up to the plate for you. Werner, Hoffman, Gregg, and Garcia, where Miami's injured find their strength. Call us now or visit our website, wernerhoffman.com. Let's win this together.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
About 10 minutes away from first pitch, Marlins and Astros, Game 5 for the Miami Marlins. Tyler Phillips, Hunter Brown, they will be our matchup on the mound today. Hi, everyone. Steven Strom here. Kelly Sacco, Jack McMullen have your call in about 9 minutes. We got some good best of Clayton today. Kyle Stowers and Liam Hicks, you never want to see guys get plunked, but we actually saw multiple. Trey Turner actually got plunked by Chris Paddock, but yesterday, Kyle Stowers and Liam Hicks, they both got plunked in their third AB. They were lifted from the game, but this morning, we got news from Clayton McCullough, both okay. You'd never want to see your star player or anyone that you think is going to play regularly get hit. But both of those guys are A-okay. Anthony Bender, who's been working back with that shin injury, he pitched yesterday. Clayton said he was at 94, 96 miles per hour, so he's on a good track on his quote-unquote rehab. We'll see Jansen Junk throw off the mound today. Not in the game, of course, on a side session. And then we also heard that Andrew Nardi will be throwing a live BP tomorrow. So all good news on that front. We will see, too. I'm going to follow up with Graham Pauley over the weekend to see how he's doing. But, again, that was, the MRI, the whole UCL, everything came back clean. So that's good on Graham Pauley's front. So today I can honestly report and happily report that all is trending in the right direction as far as any injury concerns or potentially injury concerns for the Miami Marlins. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints the picture. Kelly Sacco, she's ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner. 30 days until opening night. 30 days. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Marlins spring training baseball. It is next. This is the Marlins Radio Network.
There is a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an